as they come from behind to get that 3-2 victory. Let's get some reaction now from after the game.
Vincent, welcome to ESPN. How about that for a Bundesliga coaching debut? How's your heart rate?
No, look, I know it can happen in football, but the contrast between the two halves, very dominant in the first half. Chances, not many, hardly any chance conceded. And then the second half was more chaotic. So the story of the game is probably discipline in the first half and you know, a good first half performance, and in the second half, I would say good mentality at the end. It's never something you can forget. You can't take it for granted. You know, the game doesn't go your way perfectly, and then what are you able to bring from your mentality-wise, and that was good in the second half.
It felt as if Wolfsburg were fairly direct, especially in that second half, and they were creating one or two opportunities. What were you looking to sort of find from your players as they were out there? Because at times they needed to find solutions themselves.
You've played in the Championship and the Premier League. You know, it's when teams play direct, it's you know, it's not. They've got a plan as well, and they land on second balls and they win a couple of situations, and it can be dangerous. So I think you have to respect the whole side of the game. But in the end, you've been in games so many times before, you know, this could be a loss or a draw, and the mentality you show to finish the game, I can take a lot of positives out of that side of it, and the first half, of course.
But also at the back, you know, I think second half quite vulnerable. How are you going to change that in the build-up? I know it wasn't easy on that pitch, but how is that going to change?
I don't think there's ever a job that you arrive in and everything is perfect from the first day, but like I said, I wanted to have a good, the right mentality, and like I'm fully aware the first half was not the second half, and that's something I know the consistency you needed, not over 90 minutes but over a whole season. But like I said, we've played football long enough to know that it says something about the team as well when you go on and win this game, and it wasn't for a lack of chances either, let's not forget.
I'm surprised he's not asked you this, so I will. Your changes worked out pretty well. You send Thomas Muller on with a note that he sticks down his shorts, and suddenly it's magic. Vincent, thank you. Can we trust him?
Yeah, definitely. Very trustworthy.
It's good to know. You won. And from where we were looking, we don't necessarily think that Bayern would have won that game last season, given the way that things went. What do you think?
Yeah, it's a good point. I mean, we had games like that last year where we went in front and then we quickly went behind and we didn't quite recover the game like we did today. So I thought there was a lot of good points today. I thought the first half we controlled the whole game pretty much, conceded no chances. Just sloppy coming out at half-time and conceding the penalty like that, and then the momentum changes, and then we struggled probably the next 10-15 minutes to get back in the game. They got another goal, but from there we stayed calm. We talk a lot about discipline and positional discipline, and we kept doing what we've done throughout pre-season, and thankfully we got the rewards.
How fit do you feel now after the Euros? I know it's been so tough in the summer. You've come back now. Where are you at the moment? You say already 100%, or you still need some weeks?
I say I'm pretty much 100%. I think, you know, I had a good few weeks off after the Euros. I mean, I think the players now are used to having quick turnarounds. We've been doing it for many years. So, you know, I've had a really good pre-season. Training's been really good, and been able to get minutes.
Some things don't change.
Your name showed up.
Some things don't change.
I'm taking it.
You'll be lucky to get
every number 9 would do the same.
Bayern Munich getting a win. Nedum, of course, in attendance. And Vincent Kompany in fact, he set Vincent Kompany up with his wife. There you are.
Things that I didn't need to know.
There you go. Well, there you are.
Not today. Not today. Not today, Not today.
Overall, you know, as the boys said, the reason why they didn't win the Bundesliga last season was in games like this, they couldn't get across the line. And obviously, if you started off with a 2-2 draw, already the critics are asking questions about you as a coach. It's about getting 3 points back to Munich.
But the same
way we go.
Well, that is one way to look at it. And the other side of it would be the same old problems are still there. It's the same players making the same mistakes at the back. And you can't bury your head that that's going to be okay in the Bundesliga, in the Champions League, and all these big... let's not forget last year they went out the Pokal to a lower division side. I mean, they were embarrassing in some of the games last year defensively. And we saw it again a little bit here today. Yeah, credit for rolling the sleeves up and making changes and all that, all the sort of cliches that go with it. But I think there was enough there today to suggest that he's going to have to find a way to get this defensive unit in a much better state.
Yep.
Otherwise, they will not win this league again this year. Not if that defending continues as it did today, and it's a continuation of the same mistakes the same players were making last year.
As a defender, you hope that he can, in the long term, that he can figure out Bayern's defensive issues. But just in terms of the game and the importance of it, take your 3 points and go. Kind of give him...
Take 3 points, take your note.
Keep that note, frame that, put it up in your office, well, whatever it is. Give him everything that... All the discussion we've had about Bayern Munich this summer, given the season last year, given the appointment of Vincent Kompany, the only thing that mattered was 3 points, and you got it.